Today I will be ranking the Fortnite Chapter 5 items from the tier list worst to OP. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I will be ranking the Riot Shield. For this one I'm probably going to have to put this at bad just because I don't use it that often and it doesn't really work that well because people can just spray the shield and knock you back and then you can't switch weapons. So for me that will be in the bad tier. Next up will be the grapple blade. For me, I'm going to have to put the grapple blade in the good tier. It's really useful in case you're in a fight, but it is not in the OP tier just because of the fact that it has a little bit of delay because you have to have an animation before the grapple blade actually works. So that's the reason that it will be in the good. Next up are cluster cleaners. I'm going to have to put this in the OP tier because it will kill you if you're on 100 health pretty much instantly. So if you run into one of these, you're dead no matter what, and if you have 100 health or under. Next up will be the Striker AR. I'm going to have to put this in the good tier because it is very fast. It shoots about as fast as an SMG. It has good damage. It does about 20 to 30 damage per shot. And it has good range. So next up will be the pistol. The pistol will have to go into OK because of the fact that it does a lot of damage. It does around 25 damage per shot and it's just a pistol. So it's going to be an OK. Next up is sniper. I'm going to have to put the sniper in OP tier because it does 200 damage. It kills you instantly if you get a headshot with no matter what rarity it is. And if you get hit once by it in the body even, they're going to push you and still end up killing you. Next will be the hammer pump. I'm going to put this in the good tier just because of the fact that it does 23 damage sometimes. And it doesn't have great range. You kind of have to be close to people. Next up will be the Frenzy Auto Shotgun. This is going to go in OK for me just because you have to be really close for it to do damage or else it'll do 23 to 26 damage. It's still a decent shotgun and I would still pick it up. Next up is going to be the Hyper SMG. This is going to have to go in the bad tier because the gray one does around 13 damage and it's just not enough damage for you to pick it up or use it. Next up will be the Thunderburst SMG. This is going to have to go into the good tier for me because it shoots in bursts of 3 and does around 26 damage per shot. So that's around 75 damage if you hit them with one burst. Flowberries will have to go in OK for me because in close range fights and if you're like boxed up you can use these really fast, but it only heals for 15 damage. Next up will be medkits. These are going to have to go into the good tier because you can now move while using these, and the same thing with these. The same thing with the big shield. Okay, that will be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to tell me if you agree or not with my tier list. Thank you guys for watching.